Hey guys, Anton's the man here, back with more Mass Effect Andromeda. Whew, transitioning into a new schedule now, so I'm a little bit sleepy, but it'll be good once I'm set in. It'll be better weekends, more time with friends, hopefully, and I'm looking forward to the new bit of work I'm gonna be doing. So it's all good news. So, where did we leave off? So much to do. I think we were gonna progress with the main story. I can deliver some weapons over here. Why not? Arm the resistance. Hello, sir.
You came back.
I have bad news. Your supplier, Keldo, the Ket got him.
Thank you for confirming how he died.
Oh yeah, I remember
You have
this.
his supplies?
Um,
Keldo ran weapons for the Resistance. You were his contact.
Good, good. Continue.
Ephra asked you to test me, see how I'd handle myself.
I told him you were smart.
The Ket had your weapons. I got them back.
Yes, all of them. And Keldo's killer's dead. This is good. You're honest, Pathfinder. Reliable. I'll tell Ephra you did well.
are we friends yet? No, I'll just say thank you.
I appreciate it. I do want our people to get along, help each other.
You proved it. This time at least. Need to get the weapons where they belong, but Keldo would want me to help you. I have things you can use, and I want to see your credits for myself. Trade?
Alright, he wants to see my credits? Make it rain. Um, you'll accept credits?
Think I'm getting the better deal. All you walk away with is a number.
True. But who knows what that number will be worth someday.
Yeah, that's true.
My inventory's open to you. Anything you need.
Well, if you insist, not that I even know what I want to buy, I guess Element Zero would be good. How much credits do I even have? Oh wow, I'm rich. I really should spend some of this money. Don't spend my money on anything. But I don't know what's good is the problem. I don't know what I need in order to craft the things I want. I really should look into that because I'm never gonna know until I actually look. Let's just buy rare stuff. Let's buy some Element Zero. That sounds like something good to have. Platinum, sure. Titanium. Oh wow, there's a lot of titanium. This one's only 2. Let's buy both of that. How much titanium should we buy? And fluid. I don't know. Let's just buy like 20 titanium. And 20 fluid. I don't know. Yeah, I don't even know if I wanted 5 fluid. There. We spent some money. Probably the first time we've ever spent money in this game. Alright, well, that was easy enough. I can go to the Aya Vault. Oh yeah, that's the main quest. The rest of the place should be opened up to me now, so I guess we'll be going on a little tour of the place. I'm actually buddies with these guys now. Well, as far as I'm aware. I've done a lot for them. I ought to be buddies. Hey, buddies. I have no idea where I'm going.
They rescued her. Wait, you mean the Moonshine? Yes! Start above. I'll go tell the others now.
Hey, Captain.
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder. Nice. That's all you're gonna say to me. What if I look at your computer, huh? What do you got here? Looks like you got some crates of solar heater replacements, and some freeze-dried nutrient paste. Yeah, what's up with that?
I'll find her.
Holographic message terminal. World's people desperately need basic supplies. If your family can spare nutrient paste, unused clothing, outdoor survival gear, machine parts, tools, extra weapons and ammunition, it could make the difference between life and death for those resisting the Ket conquest. Please donate items to nearest Victory Drive station of your residential complex. Moshai Sijifa Shafa? I don't even remember how they pronounce it. I'm just gonna say Shajefa? Shafa? Shafa, whatever. Has returned. Rumors are true. Our beloved Moshai has been rescued from the Ket by brave members of the Resistance, aided by Milky Way visitors. Moshai is recovering and in good spirits. Reminder from Governor Pran Shai. You may see unusual visitors on Aya in the days ahead. Don't be alarmed. They are here as guests. Remain vigilant and report suspicious activity to Aya security, but do not intend to confront or restrain anyone yourself. Resistant recruitment surges. Recent victories on Vold have spurred renewed public interest in joining the Resistance. Volunteers sign-up increased by 500% over last year. Ephra de Teshiva encouraged everyone, regardless of age, talent, or experience, to submit to a resistance recruitment screening. Scourge strike on southern Havarl. Archaeologists working on dig site on Havarl, unsettled southern continent, were forced to abandon their camp when freak tendril of Scourge energy pierced the atmosphere above their location. No injuries were reported, but the team leader stated the group lost years of research in the event. Kadara Port Travel Advisory. Cargo ship and transport vessel crews are reminded that Kadara Port remained high-risk travel zone. No official business have been sanctioned with the deserters, and contact with the Milky Way immigrants living on Kadara is strongly discouraged. Wanted engineer. Looking for a level 7 starship engineer. Experience repairing and maintained ballistic thruster is required. Will work for extended travel period lasting up to 6 weeks or more. Basic zero-gravity combat training preferred, but can be learned on the job. Meal prep skill and engaging conversation style A+. Must be clean. Submit application to Captain Jujummer at Dock 3. Interesting. Oh, there's a mural here, and apparently something to scan. What does it say here? A team of artists from each of our homelands, Aya, Vold, and Havarl, work together to create this mural. It depicts the centuries of hardship we endure as a result of the Scourge, but also the reunion of our people to build a strong, resilient society. Okay. So peaceful over here.
It's more beautiful than I ever imagined.
Thank you. I work hard to keep it that way.
Why do they call it the Memorial Garden?
Many of these plants came from places we lost to the Ket. It's all we have to remember from Bible.
Does looking at them ever make you sad?
All the time. Then I remember that if they survived, so can we.
Let's see what this display stand's all about. We rose from nothing to touch the stars, made homes on many worlds. Do not mourn what the cat stole from us, celebrate what still remains. All things reach their end and make way for new life to fill the void. The worlds and people we lose will return in time. Family grows forever. We dedicate this garden to those who are not here with us, but who will one day return. This place is for them. What's that? Oh, I guess I can use these to fast travel. At the moment, I just would prefer to walk.
Pathfinder,
Hello.
it would be wise to speak with me before engaging in trade.
Okay, I guess I'll speak with you. Unfortunately, I've already engaged in trade, but
I never thought I'd see the Moshai again, least of all thanks to you. Welcome to the marketplace. I am Arbiter Renner. Visit me for all your I enforce correct contact between merchants and customers, resolving any disputes. As the first outsider to enter the city, you are ignorant of our laws. We should change that.
Who decides what happens to people who break the law?
It depends on the grievance. I settle minor offenses right here. More serious ones require a tribunal.
alright, what are your laws?
Where I'm from, the biggest trade law is don't cheat. Is it different here?
I suspect we define cheating differently. What is unfair changes based on perspective.
You haven't told me anything. Oh, you're gonna tell me now?
I don't want to cause any trouble. How do I learn your laws?
I'll transmit a full readout. Familiarize yourself with the contents. Personal responsibility is a core foundation of our society. We expect it from everyone.
Understood.
Please visit my colleagues in the Governor's office and the Resistance headquarters. They'll teach you about our culture and what it means to walk freely among us. Your understanding is critical. It would be unfortunate if you accidentally violated our laws.
That's true. The governor's office looks like it's right next door. Liam's ahead. There's another quest, and another quest.
Browse my goods. You won't walk away empty-handed.
Let's go see the governor. I believe it's this way. Here we are.
I'm sorry, Governor Shy's schedule is full.
I know for a fact she takes a break at the same time every afternoon.
That's her time, Arbiter, not yours.
I don't know how I'm expected to do my job.
Improvise.
Where am I supposed to stand and talk to you? Maybe the other side of the counter will let me talk to you. There we go.
Pathfinder, as you can imagine, your arrival raised concerns from Aya's people.
I don't blame him, I guess.
It'll take a long time to trust strangers again.
Which is why they want the Nexus to listen to them. We've set up terminals in the city so people can leave messages for your people on the Nexus. I'd appreciate if you take a look and forward their communications to your people.
Wait, weren't you supposed to teach me stuff? Or maybe it's the other guy that's supposed to teach me.
Arbiter Renav told me to expect you. I prepared a datapad detailing our laws. Read it fully.
Reading? Man. Oh, that's not a lot. As defined by the first founders of Aya, this world will, and all who live on it, agree to abide by the laws, customs, and regulations of civilized society that have existed for centuries on other worlds. These rules are of conduct ensure a voice for each family within our society and gives them certain inviolable rights. Page 1 of 5983. I guess we're only interested in the first page. Way to go, Ryder. Way to really stay up to date on those laws. Hopefully he actually read them and we're aware of what the laws are when conversation comes up. Oh man. Too long, didn't read it. You have anything to share with me?
The Moshai will be waiting for you at the vault.
While I'm here, maybe we can talk?
Of course. I owe you that. When I first escorted you through our city, I wasn't sure it was the right thing, but you proved I was wrong to doubt. No, more than that. You didn't have to save the captives from exaltation. I wonder if you realize what that meant to us.
Yeah, I feel that was the right choice. Can't really just kill like hundreds of people just to destroy a facility that does evil. Even at the risk of that facility being up and running again.
We're in this together. The initiative wants to help.
I want to believe it. You're so different from the Ket. What can I do for you?
That's a awkward follow-up to what can I do for you? You? Let's talk about your culture.
I have a few questions about your culture.
I'm happy to answer them.
Don't take this the wrong way, but this isn't your only city, right?
Not at all. Vold and Havarl both have several large population centers. Aya has numerous residential areas similar to this.
Are these places open for visitors?
In time, perhaps.
I've noticed that you, Aphra, and Jal all speak with different accents.
When the Scourge first struck, there were many Angaran worlds. They were separated for centuries. We developed divergent cultures and dialects. Aphra was born on Vold, and Jal is from Havarl.
What about you?
The Ket left my homeworld in ruins. Those who survived were forced to flee. We found a refuge on Aya. My family helped settle this world.
Aya seems important to the Angara.
Aya is paradise. This world is a gift. We created the Vassals so everyone could enjoy this place, if only for a short time.
The Vassal?
The time of change. Aya's resources are too limited for our entire population to live here. We each earn the privilege of spending a few years on Aya. When our time is up,
Only a few
we
years?
leave to make room for someone new.
Bummerino,
The cycle
man.
repeats throughout our lives.
Will you have to leave?
Someday. For now, Aya needs me.
Let's talk about you first.
So, what do you do for fun around here?
The Tavatan is a popular spot for recreational activity.
Right, but what do you do? Can't work all the time.
Productivity is the best form of relaxation.
It's also a great way to get stressed out.
You sound like my brothers. All 10 of them.
10?
And 8 sisters. They're not allowed to bother me at work.
Boy, they're sure really pushing a relationship with this girl.
10 brothers and 8 sisters. You have a big family.
I've always thought of it as average. How many siblings do you have?
Just one. My sister, Sarah.
What happened to the others?
Our parents only had 2 children. Underachievers.
That sounds relaxing. When my family gets together, the noise is like standing next to our largest waterfall. My mother says I became governor so people would have to listen to me.
Is she right?
Always.
What's it like being responsible for a whole planet?
I suspect it's like being the Pathfinder. Some days it's a burden. Most of the time, I know I'm where I should be.
How did you become governor? Do your people elect leaders by popular vote?
If by vote you mean argue loudly until one candidate remains, then yes. I got here because I was willing to endure and fight for the obligations that come with my office.
I sense tension between your government and the resistance. Who's actually in charge?
Ephra likes giving orders, right until the actual work of running a city starts. The resistance is good at protecting us from the Ket, but our people need more. I've learned to indulge Ephra's need for control, just often enough to maintain my own.
Speaking of Ephra, let's talk about him.
I'm hoping you can get me on Ephra's good side.
If I knew how to do that, my job would be much simpler.
Sometimes it seems like you two don't get along at all. And other times...
He's a brilliant tactician and inspiring leader. We just disagree on what's best for our people. He believes secrecy and isolation keep us safe.
What do you believe?
We can't defeat the Ket alone, and neither can your initiative.
It's true. We've certainly have had a hard time so far.
Your people revere the Moshai. What did she do to earn that?
After the Scourge, our civilization was in ruins. Those who led the rebuilding were thinkers, experts, and inventors. The Moshai is the greatest scientific mind of our generation. She led us to a new age of technological innovation. When the Ket attacked, she studied their technology, learned their tactics.
You owe your survival to her.
We owe her everything, and we'll do anything to protect her.
She sounds an awful lot like a Pathfinder, maybe even something greater.
Thanks for your time.
Ishare, Pathfinder.
Yep. What's this console do that you got in here? Council meeting notes. There's a locked door here. There's someone else I need to talk to, I believe. Man, these quests are so hard to keep track of. Nope. Well, I guess I can't find it. You know what, I'll just find it on the map then. Nope. 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 Think that's it. Maybe. Or maybe it's this one. No, that's the one. Whatever. We'll figure it out. Yeah, laws. That's what we're doing. I want to make sure I get all that because I don't want to get in trouble. Resistance HQ. Hello.
Heard you were coming. I prepared a datapad on our laws regarding war. Learn them.
Alright. Though we face an enemy that will not stop until our entire civilization ceases to exist, it's important that we not abandon the principles of basic morality. The Ket must be defeated, but not at any cost. It won't matter if our future generation can live without fear of death or enslavement, if that freedom was achieved through genocide and other barbaric crimes. Page 1 of 241. Level up for reading the first page. All right. Let's make our robot better. How far am I from that? Guess we'll just keep going. VI health regain and health regain delay, recharge speed. Like, how long does it take? 24 seconds before I can use it again? I mean, if it's already getting destroyed, I don't know if health regen's really going to be helping it that much. But is 40% really going to do anything? That's actually quite a bit. It's probably going to be around 10 seconds it takes off. What else do we got? Yeah, let's do that. Awesome. Finally, I can get some team support abilities. What I've been actually working towards. This is going to be really good. Engineer. Pioneer Seeker unlocked. Profile rank 2 for the Explorer. Let's take a look at that. Engineer I'm not too interested in. Combat drone though. Weapon damage, damage resistance, damage for biotics and tech. So how does that compare to mine? It's getting there. It's like 10% off of the damage I'm doing, and it adds a bunch of other stats. This could be a really good one to choose. But right now, the added effect of the additional explosions for my combos, which is basically what I focus on, is too good. And I have another rank that I could unlock. Oh, I can level everyone up here. I guess because it's a neutral zone. Dang, Cora, you got 18 points? And I still can't do these because of your stupid story quest? Dang it. I guess we're gonna focus on your training then. Melee damage? Or melee damage? Knocks away enemies' foes. I don't know. That doesn't really sound super great. I mean, I have the ability to knock away foes with just at a press of a button. I don't know. You're always up front, so maybe I should make you more tanky so you don't get destroyed as bad with all your in-your-face abilities. Max health and melee damage, or max shield and health regen? I guess melee damage. Does that affect her abilities? Like, is this melee damage? Just says damage. It's probably like biotic damage. Or power damage. Yeah, it is power damage. I don't know how much she melees. So many questions. I don't know what to do. I know I'm definitely gonna get that one. Melee or health regen? Whatever, we'll do health regen. And we'll do that. Jal, how many points do you got, buddy? 5. I think I'll save him up. Vetra has 26. Oh my goodness. I think we're gonna buff these up. I mean, turbocharge is kind of cool, but I'm not super into it. We'll do extra gun damage though, because that's cool. And since Vetra's pretty tanky as is, I think I'm gonna more focus on her offense. Duration? Does this have a duration? Yeah, it does. Let's do... Well, what's the recharge on it? It's 30 seconds. 15. 20. So it would take 5 seconds off like the 20-second ones. I think I want duration. Power damage or power force melee damage? Oh no, that's weapon damage, not melee. Weapon damage. Can't get that one. So yeah, I don't really see you meleeing, so we're gonna give you that one. Drac. Everyone's got so many points. I guess I've must have neglected these guys for a while. Now, Drac is an in-your-face kind of guy. So let's go defense. Yes. Let's do that. Incinerate, Black Cannon. I wish there was one for duration, because I'd like to have his Blood Rage last longer. Let's do recharge speed then. Okay. PB. You only have 4 points, so we're saving them. Liam, 24 points. Oops. Versus shield and armor? Yes, please. Bonus versus armor? Yes. Easy choices. Health regen and max shield, or max shield and health? Ooh, that's a tough one. I think we'll go all around. Oh, that was nice, I guess. Should we check out the quartermaster back here while we're over here? To spend more of our money?
Get her angry. Or at least the Archon is. More than usual. About what, specifically? The Moshae being rescued? Definitely the Moshae being rescued. They're still using adaptive encryption, but from what I can tell, things are ugly. Someone will be sacrificed to this anger. Soon, at this rate. Good. Fewer Ket to deal with. expect you to take good care of Joel out there.
I will. I'm sure he'll return the favor.
Don't worry about him. You saved the Moshai. That earned his loyalty. Still wrapping my head around what you found at the Ket facility. That exaltation.
Yeah, tell me about it.
It must be hard for you, realizing what the Ket soldiers are.
Doesn't change what we have to do. It's war. What do you need?
Once again, kind of an awkward answer after his question. Let's talk about the Resistance.
There's no official Angaran military, just the Resistance?
Lost our fleets and armies decades ago. Ket mostly. The rest fell to internal strife. We kept fighting, but our civilians were disorganized, poorly supplied, leaderless. Decades of aimless defiance got us nowhere. I had to make the Resistance real.
How did you wind up in charge?
Nothing to lose. My family was rounded up into a Ket slave camp. Last contact I had with any of them was 10 years ago.
They could still be alive.
Didn't figure you for an optimist.
I'm probably one of the most optimistic guys around.
What success have you had against the Ket?
Enemy casualties are up 600% in 3 years. But that's just a number. Every time we destroy a facility, take out a warship, we give our people hope.
And you're not fighting alone anymore.
We'll see.
How is the Resistance organized?
Loosely, we operate in cells. Independent strike teams have better odds. If the Ket capture a cell, it doesn't compromise the rest.
I've seen armed people in uniform. They're not Resistance?
Aya police, purely ornamental, gives us the appearance of civilization.
You don't think they're necessary?
If things go bad, the Resistance will handle it.
That's up to the governor, isn't it?
Speaking of the governor,
What do you think of your governor?
She governs Aya, not the Resistance.
Way to avoid the question. Is there history between you?
I can always count on Paran to offer a spirited argument.
You respect her.
She holds her own. Not many do.
You've been fighting Ket a long time. Any advice?
Your war's different from ours.
It's still a war, and we're not prepared for it.
Wouldn't matter if you were. The Ket aren't a conventional enemy.
Any idea where they came from? A homeworld somewhere?
Each of our colonies heard a different story. I doubt any were true. They came from far away. That's all we know.
Ever tried following a Ket ship to see where it goes?
Of course we did. Wherever home is, they don't visit.
Do the Ket have a favorite strategy? Something we can exploit?
They switch tactics constantly, almost capricious about it. Makes them unpredictable.
They must have some weakness.
They're vulnerable to brute force. That's enough.
The Ket aren't mindless monsters. They must care about something.
Slaves, resources, power. Same as any conqueror.
You didn't see the exaltation process. They treat it like religion.
They convert us against our will. That's not religion, it's genocide. Every culture has its purpose. Theirs is to take whatever they want.
perhaps, or perhaps this is their only way of staying alive.
I hope the initiative is making a good impression.
The initiative. Sounds so unthreatening, like a city planner meeting.
That's kind of what it's meant to be.
City planners don't walk around in battle armor with rifles on their shoulder.
Depends on the city. My point is, we traveled through dark space to build something here.
That's what invaders always say. At first.
We're not
Dang, man.
invaders.
Of course.
Tell me about yourself, since you're such a nice guy.
What's your story, Ephra?
You're not getting my personnel file.
I'd just like to know who I'm working with.
You want to know what it's like being me? I wake up every morning to fight a war. I send people to kill and die. If I'm lucky, there are more dead Ket than resistance when I go to sleep.
That's a hell of a burden.
Enough personal discussion.
What a ray of sunshine, folks.
I'll let you get back to it.
Good.
Well, let's see what I can get from your quartermaster. What's this? Recruitment efforts. And casualty reports. And people getting nervous. No one's questioned your thinking, and we all understand that circumstances are facing are unprecedented. However, you should know that people are talking in the barracks about these new Nexus aliens. Setting aside how they look, smell, and behave, how can we be expecting to trust these things with access to our most secure world? On behalf of my unit, we submit this so-called Pathfinder crew shouldn't be permitted to roam the city without an escort. We're keeping close watch on them, don't worry. We're not letting them see us, but it would be easier if we could assign a guard to each visitor whenever they are on Aya. We hope you'll consider this option. Wow, I guess not everyone likes us. I mean, I kind of already knew that, but I'm seeing it more. Where's this quartermaster? Is it like downstairs? Yeah, it must be downstairs. Jump! Oh, I can't jump. Are all these different in what they hold?
Sam, is this thing safe?
Yes. The slight ringing in your ears, there's nothing to worry about.
I wasn't expecting that.
Very reassuring.
Right.
Oh,
Join in down there. I could use a workout.
wow. Hey, Cora.
Getting lots of stairs. Reminds me of being on Thessia for Asari commando training. We're the aliens.
For some Angara, we're the only humans they'll ever see. That's huge.
Whatever happens, we'll make a better show than the Ket.
Looks kind of fun, whatever they're doing down there. Combat training, I'm sure.
Pathfinder, Ephra cleared you to purchase weapons over my objections.
It's okay to mistrust me. I'm not offended or anything.
Hey, selling an alien weapons would make me nervous too.
I don't do this for Ephra. I respect the Moshai.
Okay. Whatever. 2 shots a clip, man. 1 shot? Come on, people. This is why I have so much freaking money. Because I'm too picky with what I spend my money on. I don't think I'm even gonna use sniper rifles. I guess we'll buy this. I don't know if it's any good. Pistol damage, sure. Penetration damage? That sounds actually pretty good. Yeah, we'll buy this. I don't know if we'll actually use any of this, but oh well. What next? I guess we can collect messages from the Resistance now. Let the Nexus know how these people feel. Give them some representation.
Ryder, you are the subject of a detailed scan by an Angara standing nearby.
Maybe I should introduce myself.
That's fine, I guess. Hello?
Hello there.
I'm working.
I know, on me.
You scanned me pretty hard. That wasn't your way of saying welcome, stranger?
I wanted to be discreet.
Noted. What's your interest in me?
You're an alien on my homeworld. Why wouldn't I be interested?
You could have asked.
Fine. Will you submit to a full spectrum analysis of your biology?
Who are you?
You haven't even told me your name.
Danfra. Biological researcher.
At least buy me
This
some
is my
dinner
home.
first.
Are you looking for something specific?
We share many external similarities. I want to learn if that holds true internally.
Alright, have at it.
I can't fault you for being curious. Scan away.
I didn't think you'd comply.
I'm full of surprises.
That you are. When we face extinction, family is our final comfort. Do you understand that?
I came to this galaxy with my family. I lost my father on the day I arrived.
But you still carry on his legacy. He knew that, in the end. Family is everything. Not only the one we have now, but the ones that follow us. What will your family look like in 5 generations? 10? How many of you will there be?
You're worried there'll be more of us than you.
I have 23 grandchildren. I want to know what their grandchildren will inherit. Goodbye, Pathfinder.
Okay then. I guess I'll collect messages now. Compiled messages. Okay. Download. Subject, join our fight. You proved you can fight the cat on Vold. The Resistance doesn't impress easily. Stand with us. Together we can take this war to the enemy home. We'll make them feel terror. We'll show them despair. We'll break the cat, and when that's done, we'll share the reward of victory. Are you at war with each other? We've seen members of your species act with violence, greed, and selfishness. We found evidence that your people attacking and stealing from one another. Why do you hurt each other when only the cats stand to gain? If our people are slow to trust you, it's because we can't understand why some of you seem determined to hurt others. Even the cats stand united in their cause. Why don't you? We have much to learn. I've spent my life wondering what other beings might exist. Your people are nothing like what I imagined, and I'm glad for that. I thought was long past being surprised in life. My son and daughters drew pictures of you and asked all sorts of questions. They want to know everything about you. We hope you feel the same way. There's so much we can teach each other. I believe in our future. Help arrive when you least expected it. Your arrival was unexpected. You came to Aya, wounded and in need, and we didn't welcome you. You went to our other worlds and helped our people overcome terrible challenges with no promise of reward or friendship. You wouldn't do that if there wasn't any goodness at your core. You want to understand and be understood. This is the start of a great alliance. Edit content? That seems a little bad. We're sending this unedited. Let the people express themselves the way they truly are. Though I am curious, what the heck would I edit?
Ryder.
Hey,
Take
Jaw.
a break and enjoy the view with me.
Alright. Are you in a better mood?
I missed the fresh air of Aya.
I don't blame you. It's beautiful. Though, what the heck is going on over there? Is that like smoke twisters? Like fire? Interesting.
Well, what do you think?
I could get used to this.
We take turns living here. You can see why.
What's that symbol mean? Is that like, yeah, I'm here for you, bro? I don't know. I guess I'll choose this one.
You're relaxed here. There's a sparkle in your eye.
I am. Thank you. It's nice of you to notice.
You're interesting. I like to notice.
I hope that isn't relational stuff right there, but it wasn't a heart, so I'm assuming it's just friendship.
Thank you for making sure that the squad behaves while on Aya.
I don't tell them what to do on their own time.
That's not how Paran sees it. I predict jail in your future. I caught Liam on the bridge the other day, teaching Suvi and Callow an old Angaran folk song. At least that's what I told him it was.
Okay.
What is it?
Don't fret. The marriage can be dissolved by a different song. I'll try to remember it. Pathfinder.
Okay, guess we're done talking. There's a couple things. Oh, not a couple things, just one thing. We may as well grab this quest while we're in the area. Museum exhibit.
I couldn't even get it open. It locked me out.
So I was right. It is Remnant. Oh,
Hey.
you're here. Welcome to my favorite place in the galaxy.
I think we've spoken before.
Pavoa, I'm glad they finally let you into the city. You deserve it. This is Aya's Cultural Museum and History Archive. It's small, but you've already made it brighter. Pathfinder, I've been studying the helmet you found, and it's got me thinking. If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't even know that helmet existed. What if that's not all we're missing? There could be a wealth of history just out of our reach. So, I'm requesting your help again.
Just tell me what I need to do.
I've led digs on every Angaran homeworld, but there are places I've missed, areas only a Pathfinder could go. There could be relics sitting untouched for centuries because no one could reach them. What I ask is this: if you ever find yourself in an area like that, you keep an eye out for artifacts.
That's it?
That's it. Keep me in mind as you explore, and bring me anything of interest.
It'd help if I knew where to look.
Any planet could contain something of potential value. My people traveled far. I know that doesn't answer your question, but just keep your eyes open for me.
You're the expert. Can't you just come with me?
I'd like to, more than anything, but I'm needed here. My predecessor trusted me to stay and carry on his work, to find answers. No matter how much I miss the adventure, I have a responsibility here.
A few hidden relics coming up.
I don't know what I'd do without you. I'll be here if you find anything. Good luck.
This is quite a place.
It feels like home to me. Sometimes I think I should move in here. But it's got a long way to go. Someday we'll fill it with relics of the past, each one telling a story. And my people will come here to learn. And to remember.
You'll get there.
With enough hard work, yes.
I'll come back when I have something.
Stars guide your travels.
I do want a tour, but it seems to be a romantic option. So I'll just give myself a tour. It's a cat tool. What sort of tool, though?
Oh, it's you. I watched you land.
Hope you're not calling me it anymore.
You heard that. I apologize. I was ignorant.
I don't remember hearing that, but it's fine.
What's your job around here?
Aelin and I help Avela with her studies. I specialize in restoration.
So you make relics look new?
New as I can. I'm not a miracle worker, no matter what Avela says. She'll praise Ellen and I to anyone who will listen. Never had a supervisor like that before.
I'll leave you to it.
Yep, just a lot of, look at this, look at that. You wouldn't believe all that's happened since Pathfinder Rider landed on Aya. I'm sure you know about the Moshai rescue, but I suspect you've only heard the official version. Ephra and his resistance like to claim credit for bringing her home, but I know for a fact they never could have accomplished it without the Pathfinder. People fear these new aliens will turn out to be like the Ket. Don't listen to them. I feel in my spirit they've come to help, and you know I'm always right about these things. I wish you could see some of the interesting relics we found on Havaro and elsewhere. I'll bring images next time I visit. Also, I'm not seeing Atu anymore. It was nothing particular, that ending thing. We're just too different. Don't worry, my work still brings me all the happiness I need. And what's this? Fragments from wall of the Governor Public Residence on Bold. Destroyed by Ket bombardment. Nice. It's a great thing for the museum. Ket exhibit. So creepy. What's this? Excavation from Havaro. Hey.
I've heard so much about you. Is it true you entered a vault on Eos?
Sure is.
Amazing. I would have liked to see that.
Are you a relic hunter like Avela?
Actually, I started as an engineer. The Moshai requested my help cracking encryption on a remnant ship she found. Eventually, that led me to the repository. I've been handling data encryption here ever since.
I take it you help run this place.
Nalan and I are Avela's assistants. It's been strange getting used to that.
Why?
Avela's much younger than the previous curator. She has a lot more energy. Sometimes I have to remind her to take a break. She's too passionate for her own good.
I'll let you get back to it.
What is this? Remnant stuff? Remnant device. And pottery. And PB. Of course he'd be at the remnant stuff. Why are you stumbling around like a drunk?
Getting acquainted with our new neighbors?
Sort of. All this stuff. The Angara sure do have a rich culture and blah blah blah.
Blah blah blah. Yeah, I knew you were drinking.
You're sauced, aren't you? What's your poison?
I visited that cafe the Angara consider a bar. Asked for their hardest stuff. It was weird, which I like, but had almost no punch. Lightweight. Whoa.
Steady now.
You're about to fall
That
over.
Stuff must have a slow absorption rate. Whoops. Oh, Ryder. It's just... This museum reminds me of being on Haitiana during my indentured service as a student. They even have a whole section on the Remnant. I didn't come to Andromeda to follow in someone else's footsteps.
Don't worry, PB. The Angara barely have a foothold. Sure, they live among the ruins, but they haven't seen what we've already seen.
You might have a point there. Bet nobody here has ever outrun an ancient vault purification field, huh?
Yeah.
Nope.
Or spat in that Archon's ugly mug and lived to talk about it? That was nice work, by the way.
Thank you.
Ah, you're right. Not sure why, but ever since I packed up my apartment on the Nexus, something's crawled under my skin. But whatever it is, I promise, I'll get over it lickety-split.
Be sure you do. You're a handful. Keep it sober.
You can handle me, Ryder, whenever you want. Think I'll stay in your operation a little while longer.
Okay. Oh my gosh, she's so drunk. If Ryder was a gentleman, he'd take her back to the ship to lay down. But maybe she's too, I don't know, too much of a handful to even consider that. Well, Liam's around the corner, but I think I'll save him for last. Let's collect the other messages first, and then we'll see what Liam's up to. I think he basically wants to hang out on Aya for fun. Okay, subject. Let there be unity. I wonder if these are the same. Before the Scourge and Angara were one people. It took centuries before that disaster to find each other again. No, I don't think these are the same. And by then, we'd been divided too long. That's how Ket were able to conquer us. The war forced us back together. But now you've upset the balance. Some don't trust you, others want you to save us. Divisions are forming. If you really are here to help, keep our people united. Pavo and Ishare to you all. I'm writing this in my final days. I've lived a long life that now comes to its natural end. I've known great loss and pain, but also joy and hope. I think we have that in common. My fate is to leave at a turning point in history. Part of me is angry. I won't see what happens next, but I've made my peace. Whatever becomes of my people, mine and the Ket will reverberate into the lives of my great-grandchildren, and that gives me strange comfort. I know there's more to this life than war and hardship, and I've seen enough to know my people understand that too. Be well, take care of each other, change life for the better, goodbye. We wish you peace and good fortune. Don't be deceived by the posturing of Ephra de Tersheva and his resistance. We are not a violent people. We're scientists, inventors, artists, caretakers, and explorers. This is our home, but there is room enough for us all. We told the Ket the same thing, but they didn't listen. We hope you do. No one will read this. This message will never be read by the Pathfinder, much less reach the Nexus. We're so desperate for allies against the Ket that we're willing to make the same mistake with new aliens. This little stunt by the governor won't change anything. We may as well be screaming in the wild. I'm sorry you feel that way. Thank you. I remember the first time I met the Moshai. It was one of the greatest moments of my life. She has done so much for our people. When the rumors began that she had been caught by the Ket and worse, killed, I lost hope for our future. You restored it. I don't care what anyone says. I believe you came to save us. Go home. This is not your galaxy. You don't belong here. Anyone who thinks you're different from the Ket is a fool. I see you for what you are, and there are many more like me. None. If you come in peace and friendship, Pavo. If your hearts are filled with deceit, you will die. That is all you need to know. Pavo. My name is Vajaka. My family said I could write to you. I've never met an alien before, but I'd like to meet you. I think we can be friends. Maybe I should check out the merchants here now?
They let you pass the gates. Huh.
It's an honor, and I understand that. I'll be respectful.
All right. Everyone deserves a chance to prove themselves.
Double mod extension. This is a mod slot augmentation. You may apply one such augment to a gun during development process. Okay, let's get that. That sounds pretty good, actually. This is good against armor. Only slightly, though. But it's better than nothing, so... You know, I'm gonna buy them. And just like that, we're slowly eating through our... all our money. This turns weapons automatic. Fires in burst. That's for duration of weapons. Combo radiuses. You know what, I'll buy that. Damage bonus to shields? Sure. Once again, I have no idea what materials I need. It's probably something I should look into, but whatever. Maybe I should cut down on the spending now, because our money is starting to drop down.
When trouble comes calling,
I'm not selling to aliens.
Buy my armor.
Okay, fine. Don't sell to aliens then.
Pathfinder.
Oh, Vetra. Let me talk to you.
Doing okay?
Who knew saving a respected member of Angaran society would open so many doors? I've been talking to some of their traders, seeing if we can work things out.
You seem like the person for the job.
I know you like looking for the advantage, but we need to earn their trust first. Don't bargain too hard.
You're the boss.
New clientele is always welcome here. Have a look. I'm sure you'll find something to your taste.
Can't hurt to be prepared. Maybe you've got something I'm looking for.
If I don't today, I will tomorrow.
We'll see about that. It's all tech stuff, right? Yeah. I'm not a tech guy, sir.
Invest in your personal protection. Shield yourself.
Vestaran? I was there when you landed. Watched you get escorted through the city.
Bet that was a sight.
You were an unexpected outsider. Not really a laughing matter.
I've never seen fruit like this before. What are these?
Haripo. Sweet with a little bite. Sometimes if I'm lucky, I have a few Kiloa or Elmok.
Is fruit scarce here?
In this form, yes. Very expensive. If you buy a Haripo from me, it means you have something to celebrate. It's a luxury, meant to be shared with friends and family.
I'll get moving.
Missing something crucial.
Your credits are as good as anyone else's. Don't start any trouble and we're fine.
I'll be the poster child for no trouble.
Whatever that means, it'll do.
Everyone sure likes selling materials. Alright, just that terminal around the corner. Why are you here? What impulse drove your people to cross dark space? What have you come here for? Do you expect us to believe you're just explorers who want to live in peace? I think he fled something terrible. I think it might follow you here. You know what? I kinda agree that we fled something terrible, but I don't think a whole lot of people are aware of this fact. Questions. Which one of your species actually controls this so-called initiative? Are you even different? Are you even different species or just genetic constructs customized to fill different roles? Why do you all walk on two legs like us? Is it so we accept you? What did you look like before you crossed dark space? Keep off Havarl. When I heard you were granted permission to land on Havarl, I filed a complaint to Governor Shea. And that world is one of our most sacred places, and it is not for outsiders. Even the Ket keep their distance because they know we'll fight to the death to protect it. Anyone who defiles Havarl will face consequences. Share your gifts. You build ships to travel across dark space. Show us how to make them and let us retrace your path. There we are no Ket where you came from. We have a generation facing extinction, but you could help us go where the enemies won't follow. We've suffered enough. Give us hope for a better life. I don't think that's a good idea. Probably by the time you show up, you're gonna see a whole lot of Reaper issues. Maybe. Who knows, honestly. But you may be jumping from one danger into another. Just saying.